These guys will try to put on a good show for you tonight, and we're going to start with the beginner Heli-Matic roping. The books are open on all the ropings. We'll get started in about 15 minutes. I'm just going to take this time and thank some of our sponsors. And if you'll look around the arena, you guys will see their banners hanging up. I'd like to thank Little B Enterprise, Gardner Trucking and Excavating, CL Fencing, D.H. Griffin, Southwest Virginia Farm Supply, Russell County Co-op, Farm Bureau, First Franken Trust Company, Little B's Trucking, Angus Four Mountain, Bulwarks, and see Ron Blankenship guys at Farm Bureau for all of your farm, home, auto, and life insurance needs. I just want to thank all the ropers for coming out tonight. It's supposed to be a beautiful day. The fire department's watered the arena for us. And like I said, the books are open and we'll get started in about 15 minutes.
Well, welcome everybody to the Russell County Fire and Ranch Rodeo. We're getting started with the team roping tonight. We're glad to have everybody out. Thank everybody for showing up. We thank God most of all for making a way for us to be saved and live forever with Him in heaven. We thank you all for being a part of this, and we just ask the Lord to bless our time here tonight. Heavenly Father, we love you and thank you for all you do for us. Thank you, God, for another beautiful day you've given us. Thank you for fellowship, friends, and family all gathered together to get to do what we enjoy. We pray for safety tonight, God, for all of our contestants and all of our spectators and all of our animals. We pray that you bless us, and we pray that we could bless you, God, more than anything else for what you've done for us on the cross. Help us, Lord, to live our lives be pleasing to you and to show love to others around us that they might come to know you as Savior. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Truly started for the guys that are in the arena right now, these beginner ropers and these kids, just to be an example to them and to give them a place to come and do what they love and grow and let them know that we support them and we're cheering for them and we're praying for them to be successful. Also, ACCA was started to reach out to our community. We're ACCA, most of the members and a lot of the board members are all Russell County residents. We were blessed this year to get to be able to donate almost $10,000 to St. Jude's. We were also blessed to have a benefit roping for one of our own in need, and we just really had a good year, and we hope that the ACCA can only continue to grow, and we're very glad to be here at the Russell County Fair. So we just want to thank the fair for letting us come and rope with them. Now tomorrow night at 6 p.m. we're going to have the Ranch Rodeo. It's an ACCA Ranch Rodeo too. So we're going to have some really fun events, and we're going to see who's the best cowboy and cowgirl, and at the end of the night they're going to take home 4 saddles. We're also going to have a cowgirl triathlon where the cowgirl's going to put on a show for you and really show their skills that they have to offer. But we're going to get ready to get started in just a minute. We'll play the national anthem in just a couple of minutes, and just to let you guys know, this first roping, like I said, it is for those who are just getting started. Most of these cowgirls and cowgirls have never roped a live cow. They're going to come out, one of them's going to come out of the head box, one's going to come out of the heel box. You're going to have a roper that's going to rope the head. Once the head is roped, the four-wheeler's going to turn left. And then you're going to have a cowboy or cowgirl on the back side that's going to try to rope 2 feet. Now, if that cowboy or cowgirl just ropes 1 foot, they're going to get 5-second penalty added. And if they rope 0 feet, they're going to get a no time. This is what they call a 3-head progressive. There's going to be 3 rounds. At the end of those 3 rounds, there's going to be a short go round. And that's when the money's given out. So if you guys see somebody that you know roping, you can cheer them on, or if you have a favorite cowboy or cowgirl, cheer them on and let them know you're supporting them. We've got the 4-wheeler here in the arena. So first, just like always, we're going to start with a prayer, which we've already done, and the national anthem. So if everybody will just stand up, please, and just remove cover, and all the cowboys and cowgirls will just gather around. We're going to do the national anthem, and I think Miss Sally Hicks is going to carry the flag for us.
We're getting ready.
We'll take
It's your goat.
guys. Thank you, Dally and Cupcake. All right, guys, let's rope. We've got a four-wheeler, and we're going to rope. Jet and Derek, you're going to start us off. Dally and Zach, you're going to be on deck. Micah and Craig, Abby and Gary, be ready. As soon as we get a flagger and the four-wheeler gets ready, Jet and Derek are going to look for you. All right, guys, we got a flagger, four-wheeler driver. We're ready for you. Derek's in the box. Jet, we're looking for you. Do we have a timer set up, Huck? Huck, I don't have my eyes. I do. Yes. All right, guys, headers, you are going to have to come out behind the barrier, so be sure that your horse is not in the barrier. As soon as the head horse breaks the barrier, your time will start. Mike and Craig, you're going to be on deck. Abby and Gary in the hole. Jet and Chad, Dally and Gary, Micah and Matt, Andrea and Greg, and Avery and Chad, please be ready. Clean run, 9:53. Mike and Craig are going to be up. Abby and Gary, you're on deck. Jet and Chad in the hole. Dally and Gary, Micah and Matt, Andrea and Greg, Avery and Chad, and Braden and Derek are the next 10 teams. Plus 5 on the back side gives that team a 16:54. Abby and Gary, you're going to be up. Jet and Chad, you're on deck. Dally and Gary in the hole. Micah and Matt, Andrea and Greg, Avery and Chad, and Braden and Derek, be ready. Clean run, 12:69. Jet and Chad, you guys are going to be up. Dally and Gary, you're on deck. Micah and Matt in the hole. Andrea and Greg, Avery and Chad, Braden and Derek, and Juliana and Bobby, be ready. Clean run, 9:88. Dally and Gary, we're looking for you. Mike and Matt, you're going to be on deck. Andrea and Gary, Avery and Chad, Braden and Derek, Juliana and Bobby, and Jet and Greg. Be ready?
Yeah.
No time for that, team. Mike and Matt, you're going to be up. Andrea and Greg in the hole. Avery and Chad, Braden and Derek, Juliana and Bobby, Jet and Greg, Dally and Craig.
Are you up on the hill? Okay, they let you park up there? Did they let you park up there? Where you parked at?
No time.
Yeah.
Andrea and Greg, you're going to be up. Avery and Chad, you're on deck. Braden and Derek, Juliana and Bobby, Jet and Greg, Dally and Craig, and Micah and Cole. Be ready?
Well, I do come down here if I get down here. You do on there. I'm down here at the horse ring. Horses. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, probably will be. Okay, thank you. Well, Tommy Taylor is singing at 7. Okay. Okay.
14:68, and that's clean. Avery and Chad, you guys are up. Braden and Derek, you're going to be on deck. Juliana and Bobby, Jet and Greg Miller, and Dally and Craig. Be ready? No time for that, team. Braden and Derek, you're up. Juliana and Bobby, you're going to be on deck. Jet and Greg in the hole. Dally and Craig, Micah and Cole, Andrea and Avery. As always, there's some draws in this beginner rope, and if you're a healer, you probably have an extra run. Derek, Zach, Craig, Gary, Chad, Matt, Bobby Vinsel, Riley, Greg, and Levi, you have all drawn an extra run. If you want to run it for free, you're welcome to. You'll only win half of your money. If you want to buy it, you will win all your money. And if you don't have the horsepower, just holler, we'll draw somebody else. No time? Huh? Guys, you gotta stay out of the four-wheelers path. And Juliana and Bob, you're gonna be up. Jet and Greg, Dally and Craig, Micah and Cole, Andrea and Avery. Nope. Andrea and Avery, Miller, Avery, B and Levi, Braden and Craig, and Jet and Levi. No time. Give her that lead. Jet and Greg, you're going to be up. Dally and Craig, Micah and Cole, Andrea and Avery. You're up next, baby. Clean run 1911. Dally and Craig, you're going to be up. Micah and Cole, you're on deck. Andrea and Avery. Avery B and Levi. Braden and Craig, be ready. No run for that team, or no time, I'm sorry, for that team. Micah and Cole, you're going to be up. Andrea and Avery. Avery B and Levi. Braden and Craig. Jet and Levi. Dally and Greg. Micah and Derek. Andrea and Zach. All right, guys, last call on these draws. If you want to buy them, let us know. You've got till the next team gets a time.
Hey, Craig's time 19.
They were 19.
Craig, Bill, and Jake.
Yes, Jet broke the barrier and stood there. Just a second.
Yeah, Mike.
No time. Andrea and Avery, you're up. Avery B and Levi, you're going to be on deck. Braden and Craig, Jet and Levi, Dally and Greg, and Micah and Derek. Plus 5 for that team, 1974. That's with the leg. Avery and Levi, you're going to be up. Braden and Craig, Jet and Levi, Dally and Greg, Micah and Derek, Andrea and Zach, Avery B and Cole, be ready.
Hey, babe.
Jeez, get up here with you all. It's cooler here.
Come up here. Come over here. Cooler over here.
Clean run 1094. Braden and Craig, you guys are going to be up. Jet and Levi, you're on deck. Dally and Greg in the hole. Micah and Derek, Andrea and Zach, Avery and Cole. Braden and Zach, be ready. Jet and Levi, you guys are up. Dally and Greg, you're on deck. Micah and Derek, Andrea and Zach, Avery and Cole, and Braden and Zach. No count, because I got all.
I guess we just sit over there. You can see right there.
Jet, you're in the timer, honey. No time. Dally and up. Micah and Derek, you're on deck. Andrea and Zach, Avery and Cole, Braden and Zach, Jet and Riley, Dally and Chad, be ready. You got 65 teams. We're going to pay you 7 monies. Clean run, 1069. This is Mike and Derek, followed by Andrea and Zach, Avery B and Cole, Braden and Zach, Jet and Riley, Dally and Chad. Be ready. Thank you, baby. No time. This is Andrea and Zach, followed by Avery B and Cole, Braden and Zach, Jet and Riley, Dally and Chad, and Mike and Zane. Clean run, 14 and 12. Avery and Cole, you're going to be up. Braden and Zach, Jet and Riley, Dally and Chad, and Mike and Zane. Clean run, 12:36. Braden and Zach, you're up. Jet and Riley, you're going to be on deck. Dally and Chad in the hole. Mike and Zane, Andrea and Derek, Avery and Zach, Braden and Bobby, and Jet and Craig Jacobs. Be ready. Clean run, 12:18. Jet and Riley, you're going to be up. Is Riley here? Okay, we'll take him out. Let's see, Dally and Chad, you're going to be up. Mike and Zane, you're on deck. Andrea and Derek, Avery and Zach, Braden and Bobby, Jet and Craig, be ready? There's a Dally and Riley.
Well, I'll take him out so he gets you. He's got one of them too.
Just take them off. No time. Mike and Zane, you're going to be up. Andrea and Derek, Avery and Zach.
Yeah.
1860 with the leg.
What?
There you go. Andrea and Derek, you're going to be up. Avery and Zach, Braden and Bobby, Jet and Craig, Micah and Jesse, be ready.
Hey, Sally.
Clean run, 15-17. That's okay. Avery and Zach, you're going to be up. Braden and Bobby, you're on deck. Jet and Craig, Micah and Jesse, Dally and Bob, be ready. Andrea and Craig, Braden and Chad, and Jet and Gary, be thinking about it.
Hey, Mom, am I in this with Daddy?
Eleven and 90, clean. Braden and Bobby, you're going to be up. Jet and Craig, you're going to be on deck. Micah and Jesse, Dally and Bob, Andrea and Craig, Braden and Chad, be thinking about it. 64 teams. Guys, as soon as the time's announced, the next team needs to be in the box, ready to go, okay?
You won't be standing out there.
Yeah. Mama! Yeah!
Clean run, 14 flat.
Hey, boy, Braden.
This is Jet and Craig, followed by Micah and Jesse, Dally and Bob, Andrea and Craig, Braden and Chad, Jet and Gary, Dally and Levi, be thinking about it. We're about halfway through the first round. No time. This is Micah and Jesse, Dally and Bob, you're going to be on deck. Andrea and Craig, Braden and Chad, Jet and Gary, Dally and Levi, Micah and Gary, be ready. The number 11 slide will be next. It's $30 a roper. When you guys get done roping in this, come on and enter up and we'll roll right into it. Clean run 1326, Dally and Bob, you can ride in. Dally and Bob, you're going to be up. Andrea and Craig, you're on deck. Braden and Chad, Jet and Gary, Dally and Levi, Avery and Craig, Micah and Gary, and Braden and Zane, be ready. No time. Andrea and Craig, you're up. Braden and Chad, you're on deck. Jet and Gary, Dally and Levi, Avery and Craig, Micah and Gary, Braden and Zane, be ready. No time for that, team. All right, Braden and Chad, you're going to be up. Jet and Gary, you're on deck. Dally and Levi, Avery and Craig, Micah and Gary, Braden and Zane, Jet and Greg Miller, be ready. Zach in or all right, I'm sorry, Jet and Greg Miller, I'm going to take them out because they've already entered one time. Okay, need to mark that tab out. And clean run, 11:08. Jet and Gary, we're looking for you guys. Dally and Levi, you're going to be on deck. Avery and Craig, Micah and Gary, Braden and Zane, be thinking about it. Dally and Derek, you guys are 8 teams away. No time. This is Dally and Levi. Avery and Craig, you're going to be up. Micah and Gary, Braden and Zane, Dally and Derek. No time. Avery and Craig, you're up. Micah and Gary, you're going to be on deck. Braden and Zane, Dally and Derek. Micah and Levi, Braden and Jesse, Jet and Zach, be thinking about it.
Lock the door.
Good job, Dally.
No time. Micah and Gary, you guys are going to be up. Braden and Zane, you're on deck. Dally and Derek, Micah and Levi. Braden and Jesse, Jet and Zach, Micah and Craig, be ready. No time for that, team. All right, Braden and Zane, you're going to be up. Dally and Derek, you're on deck. Micah and Levi, Braden and Jesse, Jet and Zach, Micah and Chad, Braden and Levi, Juliana and Gary, you guys are 8 teams away.
Yep.
1276 clean. Dally and Derek, you guys are up. Micah and Levi, you're going to be on deck. Jet and Zach, Micah and Chad, and Braden and Levi, and Juliana and Gary. You guys can be ready.
Can we go walking in about an hour?
Clean run, 1172. Micah and Levi, you guys are up. Braden and Jesse, you're going to be on deck. Jet and Zach, Micah and Craig, Braden and Levi, Juliana and Gary, Abby and Levi, be thinking about it. No time for that, team. All right, Braden and Jesse, we're looking for you. Jet and Zach, you're going to be on deck. Micah and Chad, Braden and Levi, Juliana and Gary, Abby and Levi, Micah and Craig, and Avery and Greg Miller. Be ready?
Lightning struck the Eiffel Tower. Look. Yes, what's this?
No time for that, team. This is Jet and Zach. You're going to be up. Micah and Chad, you're on deck. Braden and Levi, Juliana and Gary, Abby and Levi, Micah and Craig, Avery and Greg Miller, and Jaden and Chad. Be ready. We got about 20-ish teams left to rope in this first round, and then we'll go to the second round. Clean run, 10:05. Mike and Chad, you're going to be up. Braden and Levi, you're on deck. Juliana and Gary, Avery and Levi, Micah and Craig, and then Avery and Greg. Be ready. So 11-12 for that team. Braden and Levi, you guys can ride in. Juliana and Gary, you're going to be up. Braden and Levi, you're going to be up. Juliana and Gary on deck. Abby and Levi in the hole. Micah and Craig, Avery and Greg Miller. Jaden and Chad, Micah and Riley, Juliana and Craig.
How big is this one short?
No time? Juliana and Gary, you guys can ride in. We're looking for you, and then Abby and Levi is going to be on deck. Micah and Craig in the hole. Avery and Greg, Jaden and Chad, Micah and Riley, Juliana and Craig, and Abby and Zach. You guys are the next 10 teams.
I see you down there, baby.
But they do radios like out. Whenever this, like out and whatever. Like in the middle of the party.
Clean run, 1477. It's okay, Dally. Abby and Levi, you're going to be up, and you guys can ride in. Micah and Craig, we're looking for you. Avery and Greg, Jaden and Chad, Micah and Riley, Juliana and Craig, and Abby and Zach, and Micah and Chad. Be ready? No time. Micah and Craig, you guys can ride in, and we're looking for you. Avery and Greg Miller, you're going to be on deck. Jaden and Chad, Micah and Riley, Juliana and Craig, Abby and Zach, Micah and Chad, and Avery B and Riley. You guys are the next 10 teams.
Small town. I've been there. That's the best.
Clean run, 1033. Avery B and Greg, you guys can ride in the box. Jaden and Chad, you're going to be on deck. Micah and Riley, Juliana and Craig, Abby and Zach, Micah and Chad, Avery B and Riley, you guys be ready.
Roll me and Riley.
This is really big.
Broke the outing.
The counting baby.
My case, let me count. Like, if I get 2 seconds on that count as that.
No time. Jaden, Robinson, and Chad, you guys are up. Juliana and Craig, Abby and Zach, Micah and Chad, Avery B and Riley, Jaden and Greg, and Braden and Gary. Be ready? No time. Juliana and Craig, you guys can ride in. We're looking for you. Abby and Zach, you're going to be on deck. Micah and Chad, Avery B and Riley, Jaden and Greg, Braden and Gary, Micah and Zach, Abby and Craig, be ready.
South Carolina. Yo, theme park. There's a theme park in 2 states. That's North Carolina,
Where is, we don't have Craig.
right?
Got that she should.
North Carolina.
Braden, honey, we're not after barrel race. All the way. Yes, yes. Push her. Push her. Clean run. 16:59. It worked, brother.
Abby and Zach, you guys are going to be up. Micah and Chad, you're on deck. Avery and Riley, Jaden and Greg, Braden and Gary, Micah and Zach, and Abby and Craig. No time for that team. This is Micah and Chad, followed by Avery and Riley, Jaden and Greg Miller, Braden and Gary, Micah and Zach, Abby and Craig, Juliana and Zach, and Jaden and Riley B. There's a Riley too. $9.54, and that's clean. Avery and Riley, you guys can ride in. Jaden and Greg, you're on deck. Braden and Gary, Micah and Zach, Abby and Craig, and Juliana and Zach. It's Riley, he's not here. Sorry. Jaden and Greg, you're gonna be up. Braden and Gary, you're on deck. Micah and Zach, Abby and Craig. Jaden and Greg Miller, we're looking for you.
How many square miles is Becky's barely bigger than Abby. Guess what?
No time. Braden and Gary, we're looking for you. Micah and Zach, you're going to be on deck. Abby and Craig, Juliana and Zach, nope, not Jade. Avery and Bobby Vincel, Abby and Derek, Juliana and Levi. Listen, I'm talking this back out for No time. Micah and Zach, you guys are up. Abby and Craig, you're going to be on deck. Juliana and Zach, Avery and Bobby, Abby and Derek, Juliana and Levi, Micah and Gary, Avery and Matt. Be ready? I got so excited I dropped the mat. Okay, 10 flat. Abby and Craig, you guys can ride in. Juliana and Zach, you're going to be on deck. Avery and Bobby, Abby and Derek, Juliana and Zach, Micah and Gary, Avery and Matt, Jaden and Bobby Vincel, be ready. No time. Juliana and Zach, you're up. Avery and Bobby, Abby and Derek, Juliana and Levi, Micah and Gary.
Nicole, put me and Craig up.
Juliana and Zach, you guys can ride in.
Yes, but these, I thought you took these out. This is how it is.
Was that clean? 15-12. Avery and Bobby, you're going to be up. Abby and Derek, you're on deck. Juliana and Levi, be ready. Jet and Riley, be thinking about it. Micah and Gary, Avery and Matt, Jaden and Bobby, Dally and Riley, Juliana and Derek, Micah and Zach. Clean run, 1350. Abby and Derek, you're going to be up. Juliana and Levi, you're on deck. Jet and Riley, Micah and Gary, Avery and Matt, Jaden and Bobby, Dally and Riley, Juliana and Derek, Micah and Zach, Jaden and Matt, Micah and Derek, and Braden and Greg Miller are the next 12 teams. Guys, we got 12 teams left to rope. If you're going to get in or you got 12 teams to do it, we're going straight to the second round.
Thank you. You thought they were already in. Yeah.
No time. Avery, Dally and Avery. Juliana and Levi, you're up. Jet and Riley, you're going to be on deck. Micah and Gary in the hole. Avery and Matt. Jaden and Bobby. Dally and Riley. And Juliana and Derek are your next 8 teams.
A little bit bigger than the other bill I was looking at. That's just like 4 points of a mile bigger. 4 points yeah.
All right, guys, we had some more ropers came and they drew some more people. So Gary, Chad, Matt, Bobby, Greg, Levi, you guys have drawn another run. Just holler at me. We'll leave it open. Here you go. No time. Jet and Riley, we're looking for you. Micah and Gary are going to be on deck. Avery and Matt, Jaden and Bobby, Dally and Riley, Juliana and Derek, Micah and Zach, Jaden and Matt. Jackson and Gary be thinking about it.
That's a 10 right there. But that's actually a 10 right there. What? Summersville, Mansion, Summersville. That's all I found on Mansion.
Plus 5, 17, 37 with the leg.
That right there is that like her.
Micah and Gary, you guys are going to be up. Avery and Matt, you're going to be on deck. Jaden and Bobby, Dally and Riley, Juliana and Derek, Micah and Zach. Jaden and Riley, you guys are 8 teams away. Is this all Jackson's? No time? Avery and Matt, you guys can ride in. Jaden and Bobby are going to be on deck. Dally and Riley in the hole. Juliana and Derek, Micah and Zach, Jaden and Riley. Jackson and Gary, Micah and Derek. Jackson and Cole, be ready.
I like to go to the
I'm not taking over this.
Clean run, 11:49. Jaden and Bobby, you guys are going to be up. Dally and Riley, you're on deck. Juliana and Derek, Micah and Zach, Jaden and Riley, Jackson and Gary, Micah and Derek.
butt hurts. I feel like I'm going to ride the 8 minutes. Just sitting in there. Or Pennsylvania. Definitely Pennsylvania. That was. I don't smell like I'm in it.
No time for that. Team Dally and Riley, you guys can ride in. We're looking for you. Juliana and Derek, you're going to be on deck. Micah and Zach are going to be in the hole. Jaden and Riley, Jackson and Gary, Micah and Derek, Jackson and Cole, Braden and Greg Miller, be ready. Good job, Riley. 10:59 clean. Juliana and Derek, you guys are up. Micah and Zach, you're on deck. Jaden and Riley, be ready. Jackson and Gary, Micah and Derek. Hey, Riley. Hey, Riley. Jackson, can you ride over here, sweetheart?
Yeah!
12:88 clean. All right, Mike and Zach, you guys can ride in. Jaden and Riley, you're going to be on deck.
I'd rather not do that. Stay ready to draw, that's fine. Yeah. How many rows I got? Like 8? Yeah, take all the rows.
All right, guys, there was some miscommunication, and so the last teams that I called that said had a draw, the last names I called, you do not have an extra row. So that was a 12:85 clean. Jaden and Riley, you guys are going to be up. Jackson and Gary, you're on deck. Micah and Derek, Jackson and Colbar, Braden and Greg, Dalian, Avery, Jackson and Gary Sayers. Be ready?
That is inside the Eiffel Tower.
I know, it's more right here.
Oh, yep, that's the first round. Oh, yeah, we did first.
Stop it.
What's that tower?
Hey, Jackson. Come here.
Yeah, just run it. Yeah, let's do that.
No time. This is Jackson and Gary. You guys are going to be up. Micah and Derek, you're going to be on deck. Jackson and Cole. Braden and Greg, Dalian, Avery. Jackson and Gary. Avery B. and Riley be ready.
There have been more draws in that second go around. Yeah, I think put me down with the draw.
We did have, but it was a miscommunication. Jackson had told us like what the draw was, so this became a leader. I just had something.
Okay.
No time. Mike and Derek, you guys are up. Jackson and Cole. Braden and Greg Miller. Dalian, Avery. Jackson and Gary.
Yeah.
How many spoons?
874 clean. Hold on, I'll tell you in just a minute. He's right on the draw. Jackson and Cole, you're going to be up. Braden and Greg, you're on deck. Dalian, Avery, Jackson and Gary, Avery and Riley. 54 clean. And Braden and Greg Miller, we're looking for you. Dally and Avery, you're on deck. Jackson and Gary.
Take some red LA paint.
Smaller than medium. Smaller than medium.
Plus 5, 17, 67. That's with the leg. Dally and Avery, we're looking for you. Jackson and Gary, you're going to be on deck. Avery and Riley, Jackson and Levi, Jaden and Matt, Jackson and Chad, Mike and Riley, Jackson and Riley, Jackson and Derek, Jackson and Zane, Jackson and Craig, and that's what I have right now.
Blackbird.
Hey!
Dally and Avery.
Black.
Talk to Levi, yeah, Levi, 3-1 go, 3.
Dally and Levi's getting a game plan.
Levi's always late. He's late first way. Wow. He never did get murdered.
Clean run, 7, sorry, that's not 7, 1286. I got excited. I was counting teams. Jackson and Gary, you guys are up. Avery and Riley, you're on deck. Jackson and Levi in the hole. Jaden and Matt, be ready.
Let it be. Hey, look at up to the fast cover. Let it over.
That was our baby spring right
The
there. That was our
biggest
baby.
room in the building. Papa, guess this place.
No time. Not in this round.
The famous person in the world.
Avery and Riley, you're going to be up. Jackson and Levi, you're on deck. Jaden and Matt, Jackson and Chad, and Micah and Riley, be ready. No time. Jackson and Levi, you guys are up. Jaden and Matt, you're going to be on deck. Jackson and Chad, Micah and Riley. Jackson. Oh, let me roll Jackson and Riley there. Jackson and Derek, be ready? Clean run, 753.
My lord.
Jaden and Matt, you're up. Jackson and Chad, you're on deck. Micah and Riley and Jackson and Derek.
Does Frank have any more to set now?
Where do you have to go to get a lemonade, Dally?
No time. Jackson and Chad, you guys are up. Mike and Riley, you're on deck. Jackson and Derek, Jackson and Zane, Juliana and Jesse, Jackson and Craig, and Jackson and Riley round out the first round. 76 paid teams in this roping, so we're going to pay you 8 holes. We're less than 10 teams away from the second round.
It's 7 You're okay. No, you're okay.
Are you in the way again?
You are okay.
I'm afraid to move.
You're just fine.
You're in the way.
No, you're not.
No time. Micah and Riley, you guys are up. Jackson and Derek are going to be on deck. Jackson and Zane in the hole. Juliana and Jesse, Jackson and Craig, and Jackson and Riley. And then we're going to the second round. Jackson, buddy, I'm sorry to run you back to back, but that's all I got to do. 8-18 clean. Jackson and Derek, we're looking for you. You guys can ride in. Jackson and Zane, Juliana and Jesse, and Jackson and Craig, and Jackson and Riley. And then we're going to the second round. Healers, if you're in the next couple, go ahead and go line up over there. So the next couple healers, Zane, go ahead and get lined up. Jess, go ahead and get lined up. Clean run for that team, 8:42. Jackson and Zane, you guys can ride in. Juliana and Jess, you're going to be on deck. Jackson and Craig, and Jackson and Riley, and round out the first round. Derek, we're looking for you in 5 teams in the second round.
The hottest sauce in the world. How hot is Taco Bell sauce? How hot is Buffalo sauce?
No time. Juliana and Jess, we're looking for you. Juliana, you can ride in. Jackson and Craig, you're going to be on deck. Jackson and Riley. Craig and Riley, you guys can ride on over. Jet and Derek, we're looking for you in 4 teams in the second round. Books close in 3 teams, so if you are not entered and you want to be, you've got until that last team's in the box.
Down there. It's a cord with that sun. I want to go away. I've got a couple.
No time? Jackson and Craig, you're up. Jackson and Riley, you're going to be on deck. 2 teams left to rope. Jet and Derek, we're looking for you in 3.
The biggest classrooms in the world.
$8.94 clean.
Inside of
Jackson and Riley, we're looking for you, and then Juliana and Zane, you guys added. So as soon as this team runs, we got 1 more team left to roll.
Okay. I'm gonna do this, guys. I'm gonna do that. Beauty.
Well, practice tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
No time there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Juliana and Zane, and then we're going to the second round with Jet and Derek.
Anytime I
No time for that, T.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first opening night of the Russell County Fair. We hope you're here every day this week. We really appreciate the Appalachian Association, Appalachian Christian Cowboy Association, I'll get that right in a minute, for coming and kicking off our night for us.
Keep running, Dale. No time. Braden and Zach, you're up. Mike and Zane, you're going to be on deck. Andrea and Avery, Braden and Bobby, Mike and Jesse, Avery and Zach, Braden and Chad, Dally and Derek. Clean run 13:58. And that team is a 25 and 76, and that'll slide right into third. Back right now, Mike and Zane, you guys are up. Is that a burn team?
So the people that we have in contract with just let us.
One more. Derek. Craig.
We probably need to do that again because we got rid of all the stuff that we didn't need, and now it's in the same state. So we probably should do that again. Yeah, they're open now. Well, I gotta go get Michael some food. You too.
Okay, devotion time. Devotion time is at 8:30. It's gonna be my devotion at 8:30. I don't think this is Can I just start my devotion here?
All right, guys, we've burned two. We've got a flagger. Everybody needs to be to the right of the flagger. Keith and Dave, we're looking for you. Zach and Chad, you're going to be on deck. Paul and Derek, Levi and Craig, Cody and Dave, Zach and Ethan, and Ryan, Velk, and Derek, be ready. And guys, listen, we're going to slide you in the second round, okay?
Wait, I know one. The lost medallion. That's a good one. It's about we learned
No time there. Zach and Chad, you're going to be up. Paul and Derek, you're on deck. Levi and Craig, Cody and Dave, Zach and Ethan, Ryan and Derek, Levi and Matt Barbie ready.
All right, guys, we got some draws, as always. Headers, Keith, Zach, Paul, Cody, Ryan, Lee, Levi, Paul, Riley, Healers, Colbar, and Derek Hicks. You guys have all drawn extra runs, and that's Cody Mays on the head side. We'll leave it open for just a little bit. If we don't hear from you, we'll put a no. If you want to buy it, just let us know.
Open your gate up, Riley. Open your gate. It's open.
Bible stories for kids. Veggie Tales.
No time for that, team. This is Paul and Derek. We're looking for you, Levi and Craig. You're going to be on deck. Cody and Dave, Zach and Ethan, be ready. That's your first team to tie down, 9 and 15, clean. This is Levi and Craig, followed by Cody and Dave, Zach and Ethan, Ryan and Derek, Levi and Matt, Lee and Derek, and Cody and Michael. Be ready? No time. Cody and Dave, you're going to be up. Zach and Ethan, you're on deck. Ryan and Derek in the hole. Levi and Matt, Lee and Derek, Cody and Michael, and Levi and Ethan Arnold. Be ready. All right, Zach and Ethan Arnold right in. Heads up, heads up. Heads up, y'all. No time there. All right, Zach and Ethan Arnold, you guys are up. Ryan and Derek, you guys are going to be on deck. Levi and Matt, Lee and Derek, Cody and Michael, Levi and Ethan Arnold, Paul and Zach. All right, guys, just going to call these draws out one more time. Keith, Zach, Paul, Cody Mays, Ryan, Lee, Levi, Paul Arnold, Riley B, Cole and Derek. And Cole and Derek are the healers. So we've already heard from Cole. Derek, we've not heard from you on the hillside. We're going to leave it open just a few more minutes, and then we're going to put them in. 5 there, 13:43. Ryan and Derek, you're up. Levi and Matt, Lee and Derek. Cody said take out Michael. And then Levi and Ethan, Arnold, Paul and Zach, Lee and Craig, and Levi and Roger and Keith and Zach. Be ready? Maybe I was proud of y'all. I'm glad to see you. Plus 5 there, 16 and 70. That's with the leg. Levi and Matt, you're up. Lee and Derek, you're going to be on deck. Levi and Ethan, Paul and Zach, Lee and Craig, and Levi and Roger, and Keith and Zach. 56, but there's more because of the draw, so 60-ish.
By the time Dave's brother learned that King Saul's the battles had been drawn between the Philistines and the Israelites, and as was the custom in their day, the armies lined up and
$13.11. That is with the leg. Lee and Derek, you're going to be up. Levi and Ethan, you're going to be on deck. Paul and Zach, Lee and Craig, Levi and Roger, Keith and Zach, Cody and Michael Moore. Be ready?
New Peter Pan. Yo, there's a new Peter Pan on this ad again. There's new Peter Pan. Like a 200.
Good, how y'all? I mean, I'm sorry. Got all the
No time. Levi and Ethan, you're going to be up. Paul and Zach, you're on deck. Lee and Craig, Levi and Roger, Keith and Zach, Cody and Michael.
well, the Israelites were getting tired of the yelling, and the Philistines didn't seem a little on the small side. So King Saul and that seems like a good idea. Wise me, send out the champion. Hey, Goliath!
Screaming run.
5 on the front side, 5 on the back side, 2016 for that team. Paul and Zach, you guys are going to be up. Lee and Craig, you're on deck. Levi and Roger, Keith and Zach, and Cody and Michael Moore. Five at the front, 5 at the back, 22-14. Lee and Craig, you're going to be up. Levi and Roger, you're on deck. Keith and Zach in the hole. Cody and Michael, Ryan and Craig, and Levi and Dave. Be ready? Penalty at both ends gives that team an 18 and 65. Levi and Roger, you guys are up. Keith and Zach, you're going to be on deck. Cody and Michael in the hole. Ryan and Craig, Levi and Dave, Paul and Ethan Arnold, Zach and Roger, and Riley B. and Chad be ready.
It's not halfway done.
It's open, but it's almost full.
Plus 5, 14 and 74. Yes. That is with the leg. Keith and Zach, you're up. Cody and Michael, you're going to be on deck. Ryan and Craig in the hole. Levi and Dave, Paul and Ethan, Zach and Roger, Riley and Chad, Ryan and Ethan Arnold. Be ready?
Well, y'all busy. Good for you, you know.
Five at the line for that team. 1281. Is the horn going off? Okay. Cody and Michael, you guys are up. Ryan and Craig, you're going to be on deck. Levi and Dave, Paul and Ethan, Arnold, Zach and Roger, and Riley and Chad. No time for that team. All right, Ryan and Craig, you're going to be up. Levi and Dave, you're on deck. Paul and Ethan in the hole. Zach and Roger, Riley and Chad, Levi and Zach, Ryan and Ethan Arnold, and Cody and Gary. Be ready?
Sorry.
1702 with the leg. Levi and Dave, you're going to be up. Paul and Ethan, you're on deck. Zach and Roger, Riley and Chad, Levi and Zach, Ryan and Ethan, Cody and Gary, and Keith and Derek. Be ready? Dally, if you want to come to the announcer's stand when you get your food, I need to tell you something. No time there? Oh, sorry.
Watch out. Off the right, boys. Off the step.
Paul and Ethan, you guys are up. Zach and Roger, you're going to be on deck. Riley and Chad, Levi and Zach, Ryan, Ethan, Arnold, Cody and Gary, and Keith and Darren. Be ready? .1036 clean. Zach and Roger are going to be up. Riley and Chad, Levi and Zach, Ryan and Ethan, Cody and Gary, Keith and Derek, Riley and Zach, Cody and Cole Bar. Be ready.
Come here!
12:23. I believe you caught him, Roger. Clean run. Riley and Chad, you guys are going to be up. Levi and Zach are going to be on deck. Ryan and Ethan, Cody and Gary, Keith and Derek, Riley and Zach, Cody and Cole Bar. Be ready. Just get your tape right here. No time for Riley and Chad. Levi and Zach, we're looking for you, followed by Ryan and Ethan. Let me roll, Zach. Ryan and Ethan, you guys are going to be up. How many teams? We have 71 teams, paid teams will pay 8 holes so far. No time? Levi and Zach, you're going to be up. Cody and Gary, you're on deck. Keith and Derek, Riley and Zach, Cody and Cole, Levi and Gary, Ryan and Zach, and Cody and Craig. Be ready? No time.
Hold up!
Oh, sorry, the timer's still going. Go ahead. Rerun. All right, guys, you are going to get a rerun, but we're going to get Cody and Gary, and then we'll get you guys. You will carry the barrier.
Did you hear what I said?
34-10 with both penalties. Levi and Zach, you're going to be up. Keith and Derek, you're on deck. This team is a rerun. You will carry the barrier, Levi.
Go Dave!
Five on the front, five on the back, 1781 for that team.
Done.
Keith and Derek, you're going to be up. Riley and Zach, you're on deck. Cody and Cole, Levi and Gary, Ryan and Zach, Cody and Craig, and Lee and Gary.
8:45.
$20.62. Riley and Zach, you're up. Cody and Cole, you're on deck. Levi and Gary, Ryan and Zach, Cody and Craig. I'm going to thank our sponsors one more time. Little B Enterprise, Gardner Trucking and Excavating, CL Fencing, Ron Blankenship at Farm Bureau. For your insurance needs, D.H. Griffin, Southwest Virginia Farm Supply, Farm Bureau, First Bank and Trust Company, Little B Trucking, Angus for Mountain Farms and Bulwarks. No time for that team. Cody and Cole, you're going to be up. Levi and Gary, Ryan and Zach, Cody and Craig, and Lee and Gary. One team right in, next team right in, guys. All right, guys, I just want to let everybody know Jennifer just came over. She's right here in the arena, and y'all can just, if anybody up in the audience is interested, she has some Australian Shepherd puppies that'll be ready in 2 weeks. She has boys and girls. So if anybody needs a new puppy, she's got them, and I can promise they've been taken very good care of. No time. Levi and Gary, you're going to be up. Ryan and Zach, you're going to be on deck. Cody and Craig, Lee and Gary, Ryan and Dave, Cody and Zach, and Matt and Chad. Maxed out on penalties, 1848 for that team. Ryan and Zach, you're going to be up. Cody and Craig, you're on deck. Lee and Gary in the hole. Ryan and Dave, Cody and Zach, Matt and Chad, and Levi and Cody Earls, be ready. No time. It's tied to the saddle. Cody and Craig, you guys are up. Lee and Gary, you're on deck. Ryan and Dave in the hole. Cody and Zach. Matt and Chad, Levi and Cody Earls, and Riley and Derek. Please be ready.
Oh yeah. We won't
Maxed out on penalties, 19 and 12. Lee and Gary, you guys are up. Ryan and Dave, you're on deck. Cody and Zach, Matt and Chad, Levi and Cody, Riley and Derek, and Lee and Dave. No time. Ryan and Dave, you're going to be up. Cody and Zach, you're on deck. Matt and Chad, Levi and Cody, Riley and Derek, Lee and Dave, be ready.
They're all over.
No time. Cody and Zach, you guys are up. Matt and Chad, you're going to be on deck. Levi and Cody Earls in the hole. Riley and Derek, Lee and Dave, be ready. The 8.5 roping will be next, guys. At the line, 12 and 84. Matt and Chad, you're going to be up. Levi and Cody, you're going to be on deck. Riley and Derek, Levi and Dave, or not Levi, I'm sorry, that's Lee White and Dave. Zach and Craig, Keith and Gary, and Ryan, Belk, and Chad. Be ready? I saw it. 15 and 15, that is with the leg. Levi and Cody, you're going to be up. Riley and Derek, you're on deck. Lee and Dave in the hole. Zach and Craig, Keith and Gary, and Ryan and Chad. Be ready. All right, guys, we're back on track. Levi and Cody, you guys are up. No time. Riley and Derek, we're looking for you. Lee and Dave, you're going to be on deck. Zach and Craig in the hole. Keith and Gary, Ryan and Chad, and Cody and Derek. Be ready? Clean on the backside, but 5 at the line, 13 and 60. Lee and Dave, we're looking for you. Zach and Craig, you're going to be on deck. Keith and Gary, Ryan and Chad, Cody and Derek, Lee and Michael Moore, and Keith and Chad, and Riley and Craig Jacobs. Be ready. Guys, one team rides out, next team ride in. Heelers, you can ride across. Five at the line and 5 on the back, 19 and 50 for that team. Zach and Craig, you guys are up. Keith and Gary going to be on deck. Ryan and Chad, Cody and Derek, Lee and Michael, Keith and let me roll Keith and Chad. Sorry about that. Riley and Craig, and then we'll get Keith and Chad.
Jess, you got your sweatshirt on, honey. Ain't seen you in a month. Here you go.
I'm telling you, I ain't never been so busy in my life. That's what I'm telling you, it's been.
Five at the line and 5 on the back gives that team a 12 and 64. This is Keith and Gary. We're looking for Ren, Ryan, and Chad, and then we'll get Cody and Derek and Lee and Michael. Oh, sorry, I missed their barrier. Sorry. 17 and 64 for that team. I got it. Okay, Keith and Gary. No time? All right, Ryan and Chad, we're looking for you. Cody and Derek are going to be on deck. Lee and Michael, Riley and Craig, Keith and Chad, Lee and Zach, and Levi and Derek. Be ready? No time. Cody and Derek, you're going to be up. Lee and Michael, you're on deck. Riley and Craig, Keith and Chad, Lee and Zach, Levi and Derek, Matt and Dave. Be ready? No time there. Lee and Michael, we're looking for you. Riley and Craig, you're on deck. Keith and Chad, Lee and Zach, Levi and Derek, Matt and Dave, be ready. No time. Riley and Craig, you're up. Keith and Chad, you're going to be on deck. Lee and Zach in the hole. Levi and Derek, Matt and Dave. Lee and Chad, and Zach and Gary, be ready. Clean run, but 5 at the line for that team. 12 and 97 with the barrier. Keith and Chad, you guys are up. Lee and Zach on deck. Levi and Derek, Matt and Dave. Lee and Chad, Zach and Gary, Levi and Kobar. No time. Lee and Zach, you guys are up. Levi and Derek going to be on deck. Matt and Dave in the hole. Lee and Chad, Zach and Gary, Levi and Cole, and Matt and Roger. Be ready? Zach and Derek, you guys are 8 teams away. Plus 5 and 5 at the line, 18 and 58. Levi and Derek, we're looking for you. Matt and Dave going to be on deck. Lee and Chad, Zach and Gary, and Levi and Kobar. Be ready? No time for that team. This is Matt and Dave, followed by Lee and Chad, Zach and Gary, Levi and Cole, Matt and Roger, Zach and Derek, Ryan and Greg. Be ready? No time. This is Lee and Chad, followed by Zach and Gary, Levi and Cole, Matt and Roger, Zach and Derek, Ryan and Greg. at the line and 5 on the backside. 22 for that team. Zach and Gary are going to be up. Levi and Cole on deck. Matt and Roger. Zach and Derek. Ryan and Craig. Levi and Chad. No time. This is Levi and Cole, followed by Matt and Roger, Zach and Derek, Ryan and Greg. No time. This is Matt and Roger. You guys are going to be up. Zach and Derek on deck. Ryan and Greg in the hole. Levi and Chad. Lee and Cole. Matt and Gary. Zach and Dave. Ryan and Cole Barbie. Ready? No time. Zach and Derek, you guys are up. Ryan and Greg are going to be on deck. Levi and Chad. Lee and Colbar. Matt and Gary Cyrus.
Did we get the game over? Oh, who won? Do I need to ask? Well, when you come by, we'll leave. We'll need to.
Clean run, but 5 at the line for that team. 14 and 36.
Let's see.
This is Ryan and Greg Miller, followed by Levi and Chad. Lee and Colbar, Matt and Gary, Zach and Dave, Ryan and Cole. Cody and Cody, be ready?
No, wait a minute. Plank. Go ahead and turn this off.
Greg and Derek, Levi and Cole, Matt and Derek, Cody and Chad, and Keith and Cody Earls. Be ready? No time. Cody and Cody, you guys are up. Greg and Derek on deck. Levi and Cole, Matt and Derek, Cody and Chad, Keith and Cody, and Avery and Greg. No time.
Yeah, you better.
Greg and Derek, you guys are up. Levi and Cole on deck. Matt and Derek in the hole. Cody and Chad, Keith and Cody, and Avery and Greg. Rerun. Unwrap him, they said. Levi and Cole, you're up. Greg and Derek, we're going to get you guys for a rerun. Matt and Derek, you're going to be on deck. Cody and Chad, and Keith and Cody, and then Avery, I'm going to roll you since your dad's on that horse. And we're going to get Ryan and Gary, and then we'll get Avery and Greg, and that'll give you guys time to get changed around.
Fast! Keep fast! Okay, they gonna keep the time.
15 and 63 plus 5. Okay. So 20 and 63 for that team. Levi and Cole, you're up. Matt and Derek, you're on deck. Cody and Chad in the hole. Keith and Cody and Ryan and Gary. This is Levi and Cole Barr. Cody and Cody, you guys are going to get a rerun. You're going to be next. So as soon as this box is empty, I'm looking for Cody and Cody with a rerun. And then Matt and Derek, you guys are going to be 3 teams out. And Derek and Greg kept their team. No time. Cody and Cody, you guys are up. Um, 1903 with both penalties. Matt and Derek, you guys are going to be up. Cody, I'll roll you, honey. Sorry about that. Matt and Derek, you're going to be up. We'll get Ryan and Gary. Then we'll get Matt and Cole Barr, Cody and Chad, and Keith and Cody Earls. And I think that'll give everybody time. Roll call, okay? Y'all good? You're on your horse, right, Avery? Okay. Okay, it's Matt and Derek, and then we'll get Ryan and Gary. Then let's get Avery and Greg. Avery and Greg, you guys are going to be out in 3. And then Cody, I'll get you and Chad in 4. If that doesn't give you enough time, let me know.
Open your face!
Clean run there, 10:27. Ryan and Gary, you guys are going to be up. Avery and Greg, we're going to get you on deck. Cody, do you have enough time to go in 3 or you need more time? Cody's good. Cody and Chad, Keith and Cody Earls, Avery and Derek, Greg, well, no, let's roll Greg, sorry. Paul and Cole. Where to go? 19 and 15 with both penalties. Oh, yeah. All right, Avery and Greg, you're going to be up. Cody and Chad on deck. Keith and Cody Earls in the hole. Avery and Derek, Paul and Cole, Riley and Matt, Zach and Cody Earls, Matt and Cole, Avery and Zach, Paul and Cody. Be ready. 5 at both places. 22:01. Cody and Chad, we're looking for you. Keith and Cody Earls, Avery and Derek, Paul and Cole, Riley and Matt, Zach and Cody. Clean run, but 5 at the line, 14 and 39.
You take care, Daddy.
Keith and Cody, you guys are up. Avery and Derek's going to be on deck. Paul and Cole, Riley and Matt, Zach and Cody Earls, and Matt and Cole. No time. Avery and Derek, you're up. Paul and Cole, you're going to be on deck. Riley and Matt Barr, Zach and Cody Earls, Matt and Cole, Avery and Zach, Paul and Cody Earls, Matt and Cole Barr, and Greg and Zach round out the first round. Seriously. Thank you. No time. Paul and Cole, you're up. Riley and Matt, you're going to be on deck. Zach and Cody Earls in the hole. Matt and Cole, Avery and Zach, Paul and Cody Earls, Matt and Cole, Greg and Zach and Riley and Gary Siders.
Mom, I'm gonna get run over, okay?
No time. Riley and Matt Barr, you're up. Zach and Cody Earls. Matt and Cole, you're oh no, sorry Matt, let me roll you, buddy. Sorry, I didn't realize that. Riley and Matt, you guys are up. Zach and Cody on deck. Avery and Zach. Sorry, what's happening here? Sorry, Zach. So Riley and Matt and Cody and Zach and Cody Earls, and then I'll let you know.
Go! Young man looking for a girl.
All right, if any single ladies are out there, this guy sitting here beside the flagger is looking for a woman. He's 9 to 90 and he's available, ladies. Just let us know. We'll get you a phone number, girls. His horse does ride double. I didn't see what you said, Huckle. Plus 5, 18 and 48 with both penalties for that team. This is Zach and Cody, followed by Riley and Gary. Matt and Cole, Avery and Zach, Paul and Cody, Matt and Cole Barr, and Greg and Zach round out this round.
Working, Cole, honey. We've had 3
$8.34 for that team. All right, Riley and Gary, we're going to look for you guys. Matt and Cole Barr, Avery and Zach, Paul and Cody, Matt and Cole. And the last team to rope for you is going to be Greg Miller and Zach. Clean run, but they did have 5 at the line, 14 and 38. This is Matt and Cole, followed by Avery and Zach, Paul and Cody, Matt and Cole Barr, and Greg and Zach. No time. Avery and Zach, you guys are up. Paul and Cody on deck. Matt and Colbar and Greg and Zach. And then we're going to the second round. No time. All right, this is Paul and Cody, Matt and Colbar, and Greg and Zach. You guys are going to round out this first round. Lee and Craig Jacobs, you guys are going to start us off in this next round. You guys are 4 teams away. (18-10) with both penalties. This is Matt and Cole, followed by Greg and Zach, and then we're going to the second round, and we're going to slide you guys in the second round, so y'all just bear with me as we do that. This is an 11. Clean run for that team, 7 and 98. All right, Greg and Zach, this is you guys. It's going to round out your first round, guys.